Hey guys, Captain Beanbag here with you on Sunday in the beautiful Smoky Mountains of North Carolina. We're going to do another movie review today. We're going to do Back to the Future, and it's requested by a friend of mine. So that's what we're going to do today. I have just a tall boy Miller Lite, and I have a bottle of wine. The liquor stores are closed here on Sunday, so I don't really have an option. I'm just rocking with the old wine. I did a few things about the channel. It seems like everything's going good on the channel. You guys are really liking the commentary and the reviews and stuff like that. I did that ranking yesterday, and one of my guys that comments on my page, Ray Booz, I guess that's how you say Ray's name. He said he's right. I missed J.J. Abrams and Michael Bay. I did miss them, and I missed John Carpenter, and I missed who else did I miss? I missed Lars Van Trier. There's a couple people that I did miss, but here's what I will say: with the ranking system that I have, I'll just keep the same ranking system, and maybe in a week or two, I'll add maybe some of the directors that I've left out to that list. But definitely JJ, I mean, maybe not Michael Bay, but definitely JJ Abrams was a huge oversight on my part. So for that, I apologize. It just slipped my mind. But I appreciate all the comments, guys. Like I said, I'm going to keep doing this channel for as long as it interests me, and right now I'm really interested in it. So I'm gonna try to crank out content, at least every day, every other day, maybe 3 days if I want to take a little bit of a break. But I'm going to try to keep the content new, the content fresh, and all that sort of stuff. So we all know what Miller Lite tastes like. I don't really need to explain the beer. We all know what wine tastes like. I mean, it's a rosé. Now let's talk about the movie. Robert Zemeckis, 1984. Michael J. Fox. Johnny Depp had read for the role of Michael J. Fox in this film, and he didn't get it. It's one of I like Back to the Future 2. That's my favorite one. But I'm going to be doing these consecutively. I'm going to do 1, 2, and 3. They're some of my favorite movies. I think they're timeless. They're really good. And I know them pretty well. So we're going to go through them, and we're going to give them a run for their money and see where we end up. But that's all I got. The timer is going to click on when we're about 15 seconds in. As soon as that first logo comes off. So 15 seconds in. Got the cat over here meowing already. It was good all day. Can't expect the animals to be good all day. They're animals. So 15 seconds. Right after I believe it's the Universal logo fades out in 3, 2, 1, go. So I guess Steven Spielberg is the producer on this film, which makes sense. That's why I think that's where Robert Zemeckis kind of gets how he learns. His film style is very similar to Spielberg. Now, I don't know if all the clocks were necessary to illustrate he's into time, but then again, I'm not a multi-billionaire filmmaker either, so maybe he knows something I don't. I do like that cat clock, and that owl clock's pretty tight too. And that dog clock. I think I want all of those. We get it. He's a scientist. You don't have to show us everything. Or is this Michael J. Fox's bedroom? I forget. Whose bedroom is this? This has to be Doc's bedroom. There's no way Michael J. Fox has all that stuff. Yeah, this is Doc's house. Oh my God, he's a Broncos fan. Forget about it. Sorry, Broncos fans. Plutonium theft? I don't know. Did they not? Was there a theft or not? Well, what's the... That looks like the toaster from Ghostbusters. Remember when that thing started dancing? Or Ghostbusters 2? I mean, it seems like an awful big invention just to pour dog food into the container. I mean, is it right? I'm sorry. I mean, I like the trash can thing, but... Somebody answer me this. Now, back in the day, right? Like when skateboards came out in the 80s, or I don't know when they came. It probably sounds dumb. It came out in the 60s, 70s. I don't know when it came out. How come skateboards only used to have the one kick thing on them? Now they have the two. Right? They have like the two race platforms. When did that become popular? I know it was popular in the 90s because I used to get that CCM, that skating magazine. I never skated. I thought I was the best skater you ever seen. I could stand on a board and I couldn't kick flip for nothing because I can't jump. I swear to you, if you put that tall boy can on the ground and you say, "Can you jump over it?" the answer would be no. So I could never kick flip. I would just ride around and skateboard. They'd be like, "Can you do a trick?" I said, "No." No, what does he think this is? So he just comes to Doc's house to jam. That is a very small guitar. That is so lame. I'm sorry. Look at that guitar, guys. That is not a cool guitar. I don't care what anybody says. What do you guys think about Michael J. Fox? I mean, I'm going to do... Oh, that's one thing I did want to tell you guys. I'm going to be doing an actor ranking. I don't know if it's going to be 50 or if it's going to be 100 or if it's going to be 75. So with the director ranking, 32 was about an hour and 15 minutes. So I would assume an hour is going to be... Or 100 is going to be like 4 hours. I'll do it. I don't care. But I'm just saying, I will do actor rankings. I'm just not sure if I want to do 50, 75, or 100. It's got to at least be 50, though. That stuff takes a long time to edit, though, believe me. You got to download all those pictures and everything. It's a pain. But I think it's worth it. So where is this Doc's house, or what? Why... Yeah, you can do math. Oh God, the Huey Lewis. The power of love. Little Patrick Bateman rocking out to this. The power of love. I have that same exact truck. I drive a 1987 Ford Ranger. That is my truck. Well, I guess this came out in... that's older than my truck. And my truck does not look as good as that. How can you not like Huey Lewis? Don't need no credit cards to ride this train. Like, okay, I'm not going to go jam out. I'm not going to seek out Huey Lewis. But, I mean, I don't think that you could like him. Or not like him, I mean. And he's got a Mountain Dew hat on. I never noticed that before. That is some really lame graffiti. Did you see the one that said "Dangerous Bob"? Who would? I'm Dangerous Bob. Now, if I remember correctly, the Jennifer in this one's not the same as the Jennifer in the next one. Here's the thing about bald heads, right? I'm going bald in the back. I got like a bald spot like this, like that big. It's been the same, right? Since maybe I was 28, 29, right? So about 8 years it's been the same amount of bald. Now, here's my question. How do you get a head that smooth? If I shave I have a perfect round head. It's big, but it's perfectly round. If I shave my head, I've got little divots, I don't have that. Is that just, if you're bald, comment below. Does that just come after time? I mean, his head looks like a thumb. It's as smooth as like this skin here. I guess what I'm asking is, does it get better over time? Should I rock a bald head? I would, but I think I'd have a good head for it. But I have like, I don't know, man. My head just never looks that good. I've done it. How many times have I shaved it completely? Maybe 5 times. And every time I think this is the time, and it never is. Now, you're ruining Huey's song. That's not adding anything to it. You're just hitting the whammy bar. Like what everybody else is packing up too? Did you see the other bands packing up? Well, if he's too loud, they haven't heard us yet. Guess we're too loud too. In front of who? Your school? Could you imagine being that bummed out about not making the school? First of all, they wouldn't do that anymore. Anybody that has any kind of talent is going to make the school talent show, because if they didn't do it, they'd get sued. His pants are a little high and without a belt. That's my only concern. But I mean, that is a big concern of mine right now. You remember travel agents? I was going to say whatever happened to them. The internet happened. That's what happened. I will say, like, just pay attention to this movie, because this is why these guys make billions of dollars. I mean, the acting's solid, the directing's solid, but more importantly, the story is, for a time travel story, it's dumbed down so the audience can understand it. Ew. No one cares. Well, wait a second. Preserve the clock tower. Nobody's messed with it in 30 years. They ain't tearing the building down, are they? That's a pretty cool Woody wagon there. I would 100% drive that. 100%. I would drive that Woody wagon. No. Look, another one. Look how small his little, whatever those things are called. I don't even know what the hell, headphones. I don't know what's wrong with me tonight. Look, Miller Lite. Every time you see the Miller Lite truck, you have to drink. There's a lot of pickup trucks that he's getting rides home from. At this point, I think a car might be the best option. This guy's a great actor, man. I love Biff. And I love Crispin Glover, too. You guys heard the story about Crispin Glover, and I forget exactly why he wouldn't come back, but he wouldn't come back to the franchise. And that's why his character in number 2 is inverted when you see him. Because it's obviously not Crispin Glover. Biff is. Would you rather be the Virgin McFly or the Chad Biff? Comment below if you'd rather be the Virgin McFly or the Chad Biff. He doesn't have time for typing. Are you kidding me? I'm rooting for Biff right now. Hey, McFly, why do you got licorice jelly beans in here? You know I don't like licorice jelly beans. I love him. You know, I love Biff. I never realized how much I loved him until right now. He's got a Miller Lite again. Oh my God, Miller Lite. Here we go. Are you as happy as I am that you saw the Miller Lite? We didn't take a shot, guys. That's bad juju for this. So what are we gonna? I don't know how you would even take a shot of rosé wine. Oh my God, guys, that is terrible. Oh God, guys, that might make it through. Oh. Get your own car in, Marty. I mean, he's demanding off. You know what my dad would say to me if I said, "Hey, I know your car just crashed, but I was going to use that crap." He would smack the crap out of me. I love this laugh. It's a very classy cake they have there. Where does he work? Is he Burger Boy? Get out of here, Burger Boy! You know, they really don't show his family too much again after this. Well, there are many genders now, Mom. Oh. They got Bud Light and Miller Lite in the same film? How'd they work that out? So there was 2 Miller Lite mentions. Is there going to be another Bud Light mention just to even it out? And Diet Pepsi? There she goes. She's got the good stuff. I wouldn't be messing with no Popov. Spring for some smeared off at least. Is the daughter drinking a Bud Light? Because that's right in front of her. It was the night of that terrible thunderstorm. Remember, George? Oh, you remember the very historic thunderstorm on the exact night of our prom night? Yeah, the exact night that we had our first kiss. I think I would remember that. Now, Crispin Glover really screwed himself, though. I mean, because really, what has he done after this? Nothing. The answer is nothing. If you're searching through your Wikipedia page, the answer is nothing. Who sleeps like that? He sleeps with a finger in his butt? I mean... Why is Doc's only friend a high school teenager? Well, Marty's probably out of breath because there's no pickup trucks to hitchhike off of. He actually had to do the work for himself. Surprise, surprise. What do you guys think about shaggy dogs? Not into it, really. I recognize their coolness, but just not for me. Well, that's a lie. I say that. But I guarantee if there's a shaggy dog right now, I'd be patting his little head. Come here, bub. Come here, bub. Bubba. He's knocked out. He don't want to come here. I bet you I had popcorn now. He'd be over here in 2 seconds. Man's best friend, all right. You know that the DeLorean guy loved this movie, and he was like thankful that they, used his car for this. But I heard DeLoreans are pieces of junk, but I don't know. J.C. Penney's, those are closed. I used to go to J.C. Penney all the time. Did this movie come out in 85 or 84? I said 84. Was it 85? Was it 85? Yeah, it was 85. I'm sorry, guys. I gave you false information there. I'm usually... Well, that's a lie. I'm horrible with movie years. I can get the roundabout time, but I never get it exactly right. Now, I heard another thing about this. So, when people first started watching this movie, they weren't sure if this was like supposed to be a comedy or they didn't know what this was. So when they saw Einstein go back into the future, they thought he was going to come back all messed up, like something out of The Thing or something like that. Because, at this point, you really don't see that much a comedy, you know what I mean? I mean, you see the dad laughing and stuff, but... Well, I don't know. I don't know what audience fell for that. It's something I heard. Now that I think about it, it's a really stupid audience. I used to have a remote control car. I loved it. Just wanted you guys to know that. Well, doing a burnout's not going to make the speed any faster. I'm sorry. Because as soon as your tires hit the gravel, it's not going to transfer force like that. That's not how it works. Am I wrong? Am I right? If you take, well, why would you stand right in front of it though? Seriously, why would you stand in front of it? Why take the risk? Why take the risk? You wouldn't stand to the side or just adjacent to it? But what I was saying, though, is I don't think power transfers like that. There's going to be a loss of power once you, whatever he's, I don't know how he's just spinning the tires and not whatever he's doing. Somebody just explain it in the comments. I mean, I'm not gonna talk about it anymore. But just explain it in the comments how it works. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I mean, come on. It just doesn't seem possible to me. Why is he so out of breath? And you wouldn't have to wear a suit with a nuclear sign on the back of it. That would be like, you know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of like dads and uncles that put like kiss the cook aprons on. Like, we get it. You're messing with plutonium. What do you want me to say about it? It's exciting, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I love the movie, so it doesn't bother me, but I mean, let's be objective here. That's stupid. Like, you wouldn't say, okay, let's get behind this tree. We don't know exactly where this car is going to come back. Or if we do, let's get out of the exact area where we... I will say this. Here's what I will say. The DeLorean is a pretty cool looking car. I like the flip up doors and everything. Now, how come you never see the ice again, though? The ice is just kind of... You see it in the first movie, you never see it again. It's never icy again. Now, I think that's a good explanation. Like, that is something audiences can understand. I mean, yeah, it's not possible, but that's why this movie's successful. You know, you watch a movie like Inception, which deals with not time travel, but just weird things like... I can't follow Inception. I mean, I know it was a big hit, and I'm sure some brainiac out there knows what he's saying. I don't know anything that's going on. When I watch Inception, my eyes just roll in the back of my head. Because I don't know what's going on. And maybe I'm dumb. That's quite possible. But give me Back to the Future. Give me this wily-eyed Doc Brown. The thing about Doc Brown is, how does he look 30 and 60 at the same time? They definitely made him look older. Look at his neck wrinkles there. Those aren't real. A Y with light running through it. And how, well, I'm just going to leave it alone. Look at that, though. Look at his neck thing. It's coming apart. They try to make him look older here, so they can make him look younger in the 50s. But he looks the exact same. And I don't know when the Back to the Future 2 was. I think 89. You know, probably, knowing me, it's probably 1 year off. But I think it was 89. 5 years later, when he goes Back to the Future, again, he doesn't have all that stuff all over his face. Now that's fun. See, I'm telling you, Back to the Future is good, man. I mean, I didn't need to tell you that. You guys knew it was good, but this is why it's good. Now, here's the thing. I don't think a plastic case and a plastic suit is going to save you from radiation poisoning if you're handling plutonium that close. I don't know. Is plutonium even a liquid? That looked like a liquid to me. Isn't plutonium a solid? So he's going to go to 2010. 25 years, right? So he wants to go see the World Series, but in the second one, he gets so messed up because Marty wants to bet. Or is he saying he just wants to see it, but doesn't want to bet? So what will be the fun in that? I mean, seriously, being a sports fan, if somebody said to you, I'll give you the next 25 NBA championships, Super Bowls, hockey, Stanley Cups, and World Series, would you want to know? I mean, yeah, I would want to know for money, but as a sports fan, no. It would ruin the whole season. It would ruin the season for me. I couldn't know that information. That information's too powerful. I could break a man. You hear the cat? That could break a man. The who? The Libyans. Well, why are they driving that POS? That gun sucks, man. Yeah, look down the barrel of a gun. Exactly what you're taught to do. That is one of my favorite parts. I mean, I love Doc Brown, but I love seeing him get killed as well. That AK would never jam. Go, go. Yeah, we get it. Those Nikes are fly, though. Not gonna lie. So fly. I'm gonna try this again. What do you guys think? Do you guys think I'll like it this time or what? Hear them bubbles. Oh my god, guys. This is terrible. Oh. Had to wash it down. I love how he has an RPG. Why didn't you do that? That's a big parking lot, my friend. Why didn't you do that in the first place? Well, I'm sure the RPG can do faster than 90. RPG is ass. That's literally what my dogs sound like sometimes. You guys haven't heard them bark, but I'm sure you will one day. It's a nightmare. No, no. I mean, you are in the 50s. That looks like a car to me. Has wheels on it. I like his lantern, though. Not as cool as mine, but if you guys haven't invested in a good oil lantern, might be the time. Do they know now that it's a car, or do they still think it's a spaceship? I mean, I think the taillights are a giveaway that it's not a space car, a spaceship. I do like that little music. Now that car, I mean, how sick is that car? Dude, that car is so... I love those. If I could have any car, I would have a 1940s, 1950 big... You know, they probably go... Well, I don't even know if they go 65. But just that roaring steel and metal. I mean, oh my God. Can you think of anything better right now than roaring steel and metal? Let me know if there's anything better than roaring steel and metal in the comments. Miller, I mean, is that Miller Lite? I think it is. Ronald Reagan. Alluding to the air conditioning. Do they have air conditioning back in the 50s? Look at that car, man. Look at all that chrome on that. Look at that car, dude. I mean, I don't think there'd be 3 guys waiting there to service your car, but I mean, look at that chrome on. That's style, that's class, that's pizzazz. I don't know what cars we got today. I mean, what you would make so much money. Okay, imagine this. Just imagine this. What if you took an engine from, like, if you were a car company, like let's say I was Ford, and I had the plans to the outside of the car, just kind of like what they did with the Mustang, but I did them almost exactly. Okay, make them maybe a little bit more aerodynamic, maybe, but put real chrome on there. Make them out of real solid metal. Don't make them out of plastic. Make them out of metal. Metal. That's what I want. I want metal. But then the inside, put the plastic stuff, the modern, conveniences. Put the new a modern engine in there, but have metal, dude. Would that not be the coolest? Where they messed up on doing the Mustang was they didn't make the Mustang metal. They made it plastic. Or same thing with all the old reboots. That blue car right there would sell more than anything. Tell me that blue car is not dope. Tell me that. You can't. Because you're not a liar. You wouldn't do that. But it's got to be metal, man. It can't be plastic. That's the whole fun of driving an old car. Because it's heavy. It's got a certain feel to it. These new cars are too nimble. I want to feel a little slap and tickle when I drive the car. Like, look at that jukebox. Where's he? Every accent. Do you ever notice every tough guy accent in every movie? Like this is from New York. He's in California. Hey, kid, where's the light? What's it doing with the life preserver? Scientist. Did you see that next to his name? Had a lot of chefs look at me like that. Come in hungover. Look at me like, what's going on with you, son? Artist something? What is Tab and Pepsi free? I know what Tab's a soda, right? But nobody would actually ask for a Tab. Like he ignored the guy that just sweetly called him Biff. Biff would never do that. Biff would beat him on sight. Beef. Biff has beaten a man for way less. Crispin Glover is hilarious here, though. Yeah, why is this guy a creepo? Beat him up. Beat him up, please. That's a pretty cool hipster haircut, though. I'd rock that. Why is the guy wearing 3D glasses? Was that cool back in 1950 to wear 3D glasses? If you're over the age of 100 and you watch this show, comment below. Could you get a more stereotypical black character? Mr. Carruthers. You're definitely probably racist with a name like Mr. Carruthers. So is she a nurse, or when did they have that outfit? Hush. Look at her nurse outfit. Stop. Please. You ever know Marty McFly does half of his running backwards? That's a cool ass bike too. Come on. I mean, really? So disgusted with his own dad. There he goes. Again, backwards. Marty backwards McFly. Does he have a New York accent too? Wait a minute. Who are you? You're in California. They don't have that accent. I'm so. Where you at, Marty? Back in good old 1955. 9 hours. I dreamed I was in Back to the Future 3. Who's the lady that plays her? I'm too lazy to look it up. I don't know where where's my phone at? I don't know. Oh, it's over here. Guess I'll look it up. Oh, my phone's about to die, guys. I gotta. Well, it's not. It's embroidered. Get it right. Now, in 1950s, would they even let this happen? Would a girl even be allowed to have a boy in a room like this? I don't think there would be. I don't think this would happen, guys. I got to be honest. Got to call a spade a spade. This is terrible, guys. A kid your age. Well, how old do you have to be to play in the street? I mean, Marty McFly is like 17 there. Underrated show, just because I see that kid there. Do you guys like Wonder Years? It's probably not as good. I haven't seen it in years. But I thought Wonder Years was good when I used to watch it. I like the guy that narrated Wonder Years. He has like the perfect voice. If I ever do a movie and I need narration, I'm going to ask that guy to do the narration. Miller Lite. Did you see it? Well, I didn't even know that. I didn't get it for that reason. I didn't like get Miller Lite for that reason. I just. Now, in 1950s shows, my girlfriend used to love to watch I Love Lucy. Some of it is funny. So I will say some of it is sort of funny, but I mean, it's not really that funny. That's true, Marty. Do you want to stay and have sex with your mother? That's true, Marty. Get the irony there because he's talking about himself. I just thought I'd, I just thought I'd bring that. That's the type of quality entertainment you get from this channel, folks. So what, Einstein's 30 years old? Christopher Lloyd is a great actor. I liked him in the what's that movie where he does the fat camp? Heavyweights? Was he in Heavyweights? I think he was in Heavyweights. He's 81 years old now, guys. Can you? So this was 35 years ago. So he's 45 doing this. He's 81 now. Oh my God, I forgot. He was in Dennis the Menace and he was in Addams Family. Was he not in Camp Nowhere? Not the Fat Camp one. Camp Nowhere. That was an awesome. And he was in Angels in the Outfield. Are you kidding me right now? I love Christopher Lloyd. Can you guys see my face? He looks so young there, you know? I want to make sure you guys can see me. I'm kind of wiggling. I got Crocs on tonight. See, this is why this movie's so good. Look at this. I mean, this is good filmmaking. I'm trying to find something to make fun of, but it's really hard because it's so good. And of course, my earbud goes deaf like it always does when this happens. Yeah, it pisses me off. I don't know why my earbud does it, but it like goes deaf for a second, and then the movie will cut back on, and then it'll reconnect. But it just doesn't give me the best experience. Do they think to give him a saxophone makes him a scientist? That's my same reaction when I found out they were remaking Total Recall. Oh, thanks, Doc. That's his biggest concern? Is she pretty? Well, I was going to help you, but she's not pretty, so. I don't want to get too. I'm dancing with this light right here. There's a very good chance I could knock it off. Well, maybe not, but I'm getting a little silly with it. We're having a little feud. My God, it's doing it again. I'm going to change earbuds, guys. I'm going to do it. I'm going the distance, and I'm going for speed. Remember Teen Wolf? Come here, bub. Come here, bub. My dog hasn't made an appearance yet. Come here. Marty, come clean. Just as I thought, to fill more plot points in the movie. I don't think that would happen, guys. I have to be honest. Like I said, they always have to explain the backstory to the audience. Remember when you can just bully kids and it would just be called a good time? And then the principal would come out and yell at the kid that was being bullied for causing a scene? Remember the good old days? Bullying, I hate to say this, guys. I'm not even going to go there. I'm just going to let sleeping dogs lie. You know what I'm going to do instead? Here's what I'm going to do instead. I want to get this old Brightlands Rosé wine out with notes of cherry, watermelon, and lime, and I'm going to give it an old what for, right on camera here. Not good. I'll tell you what, the more that I drink, probably because I'm inebriated, the better and better it feels. Now, I have another question. Did 50s women shave their armpits and their legs? When did that happen? Because I know they didn't shave their other parts. I just don't think that I could do that living in today society looking back. I think it would be an upsetting time for me. It seems like the only time that Marty's harassed in the school hallway is when he's not walking around with Doc Brown. I mean, where is this principal that's supposed to be Strickland? He's not harassing him now. And how does Strickland not notice Strickland? This guy Strickland that's so into his school, knows everything that's going on, doesn't know he's got a new student, don't even know his name, don't even know where he lives, don't know what his parents' phone number is. This kid just shows up at school and gets free lunch. Is that what I'm saying? Is that what I'm? He doesn't run a tight ship, if you ask me. I mean, that's not a tight ship. That's not a tight ship at all. I mean, Marty could be a school shooter for all Strickland knows. He doesn't run a tight ship at all. I'm sorry. Well, that's good. But here's my thing. You're telling me that a girl wouldn't like Crispin Glover? He's better looking than Marty McFly, Michael J. Fox, especially with those new duds and that haircut. It's not polite to point. This guy's going to be cross-eyed by the age of 20 if he keeps wearing them glasses. Ooh, you gonna take that away? Is she wearing a brooch? I don't even know who you are, but I'm acting like I know who you are. Once again, Marty McFly, possible school shooter. Strickland. Yeah, Biff knows that he's new. Strickland doesn't know anything. Chad Biff. At least he gave Marty a chance. I would have destructed Marty. Why is he running like that? You got a limp or something? Oh, from falling from the tree. That makes sense. That's a good idea. His brother's just a pair of legs now. Huh? That sucks. How did he get into his house? I mean, I'm just stating the obvious. Dumbass. You know you're a nerd when George McFly has to teach you how to be cool. Tuck your shirt in. Tuck your shirt in. You're going to tell me that's not a good-looking guy right there, though? I mean, his shirt tail's got to get tucked in. But you telling me that's not a good-looking guy? I mean... Such a badass. Get stuff all over his counter, man. Can't be go slamming chocolate milks all over the place. Oh, that's my pig Latin. Yeah, we go to school together. Ah, my name's George. George McFly. Ah. Does the purveyor of the restaurant or any of the other patrons not do anything? Biff just runs roughshod over to Whole Hill Valley, California. He's growing. So his first instinct is to make a skateboard. I mean, I don't know, maybe get a policeman and ask for some help. Just doesn't seem to be like the first thing that I would go for. Oh, there it is. There's the pickup truck, just what he needed. So wood sparks now. Called wheelboard. That truck or that car, whatever he is, got us sick. So the guy in the pickup truck just keeps driving like usual. My papers. Oh no, my papers. There he goes, Marty McFly going backwards again. He goes backwards 50% of the movie, he's going backwards. I've never seen an actor go backwards this much. Yo, that's the dude from the dude in the back right is the guy from oh, what's that movie with Boardwalk Empire, right? Am I right there? Yeah, that's him. That's him, all right. Thirsty. Thirsty for your son. Playing his greatest hits. So you just think that he can just talk really fast and avoid what's coming his way? I just love it. I'm sorry I'm being quiet. I just love this movie. What kind of... Is that just a water can? That doesn't seem like a fire extinguisher. I've always wanted a marlin mount. Like a blue marlin. I don't even care if it's fake or not. I just want one. I think they're cool looking. I'd like a real one, but I think the real ones are like thousands of dollars. Have you guys ever seen what a moose head cost? Like for like a lodge? You know, like I got a... Well, you never seen it in the video, but I got like a jackalope head. Just because I think it fits the motif of this house. But a moose head costs thousands, like $10,000 to get a moose head. Can you imagine? Come here, bub. Come here. You haven't made your appearance yet. Come on. Here he comes. Yeah, nice stretch, nice stretch. Come here. You good boy. He has to make his appearance at least one time in the show. If I had food, believe me, he'd be up here in a second. He's a good dog. Very good boy. Go lay down. He's really good with commands. He just doesn't... He knows them. He just doesn't always obey them. Like, he knows lay down. He knows be quiet. He knows shut up. He knows most commands. Like I said, he just doesn't obey them. Look at those jeans, bro. What, do you got Jinkos on? Jinko jeans? I mean, my man got the severe boot cut. No, that's the loose fit. The baggy fit. He should be in the drama club for sure. Even pulling off a pink and green shirt. That was a very, very dangerous move. And Michael J. Fox pulled it off nicely. And we have to drag this out for two more movies, guys. We can't let this hit go by. Like I said, guys, feel free to go on your phones and stuff. Oh, the undersea dance. Now, if this doesn't get you toe tapping, I don't know what will. Pepsi Cola. Again, so I guess Coke wasn't a sponsor. Look at those slick moves. Ba, bra, bra. Bram bum 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 bram bum 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 bra 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 ba 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 ba. Dogs are getting a little gooby, so I'm gonna stop singing. This movie went by fast. It's not a chore at all. It's really enjoyable to do. Marty. Marty. Well, it freaks me out when you call me Marty. There you go. Good girl. What a dork. I don't think I've ever said that, but... Is the stand-up bass cool? I mean, or is it not? Blah, 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 blah. What was the... Oh, is that so a ball doesn't hit him? Lorraine McFly, hot or not? You have 2 seconds to decide. I'm going to say hot. Young, I think, you know what my favorite Lorraine McFly is? Older MILF one with the fake boobs. In number 2. When she's in Biff's mansion. Has she been in... I still haven't looked her up. Leah Thompson. Well, what else is Leah Thompson in? I know the name. Maybe more. Maybe she was more of a television star. Looks like. She was in Back to the Future. She was in Dennis the Menace, Red Dawn. She was in a movie called Back in Time. She was in the Beverly Hillbillies, Little Rascals. I mean, so she made her bones. She did all right for herself. But I think she's mainly a television artist. Are they smoking weed in there? I guess they are. Could you? There's no way you could get away with that now, right? Even if you're doing a Back in Time film, there's no way you can get away with that. Why is that? I mean, they have like a Coleman's propane tank in there. Come on, McFly. I love this movie. Like I said, it's hard for me. What does he have on his lip? Did she bite it or something? Is Biff good looking? I think he is. Would be funnier if the cops came by, thought they were breaking into the car, and just killed all of them. No, well, maybe. That wouldn't be funny, but. It's a great movie, man. I mean, like I said, what do you want me to say? I can't crap on every movie. I mean, I tried to, but I'm just enjoying it now. This music and this scene right here is what movies are all about. The payoff, you know, the secondary payoff, I should say, and then it's just such a well done movie. Yeah, there's goofy things about it, absolutely. But I mean, it's everything that a movie should be. Just got to sit back and admire it, really, honestly. Earth Angels was sung by who? I believe it was the Penguins originally. Earth Angel, please be mine. Earth Angel's a great. Yep, the Penguins. Angel, Earth Angel. My, growing up in Delaware near Philadelphia, my grandma used to drive me around. We used to listen to WOGL. The station you sing along to, WOGL. I know all these old songs, man. I know Earth Angel. I know the Temptations. I know Diana Ross and the Supremes. I know the Spinners. I know all of it. What do you want to know about it? I'll tell you. Get him, George. The music's really good in this, too. What is that? That is definitely a weird salute or whatever that was. With you. I mean, really, what can you say about it? Are you going to make fun of it? Make fun of an American classic? You spoil it. I'm not. I'm going to make fun of American cinema? American classic cinema? That's your party, not mine. You guys remember what song he does? Real quick. Come on. Johnny Be Good. You guys know it. Johnny Be Good. Who does Johnny Be Good? Is it the dude that's married to his cousin? The white dude that's married to his cousin? What was that dude's name? No, this is Chuck Berry. Who's the white guy that's married to his cousin? How do I find that? Now, do they really think that voice matches McFly's? That would be like if I started singing and I started singing like Peter Steele from Typo Negative. Doesn't fit his voice. That doesn't. He definitely has he definitely has somebody singing for him. That's way cooler than the guitar he was playing with in the beginning of the movie. Oh, that's right. Yeah, that makes sense. Chuck Berry. Wow, I love when he starts going in the guitar solo. Jerry Lee Lewis was who I was thinking of, but he does Great Balls of Fire. So 1985, like, I don't know. Megadeth was out. Metallica was out. Black Sabbath had been out. Hush. Could he rip that hard in that old guitar? Michael J. Fox really does look like that he could be the kid of both of those people. I think it was good casting. Like, if they said that's my son in real life, I would be like, okay, I wouldn't. I wouldn't say that it's not true. I would just say, okay, well, why are you telling me that? So when that happened and the kid was 8 years old, what did they think about this? Did they not remember that? I told you to be quiet. Now we're almost done with this. Well. All right. Let's share photos later. Let's get you back to the future, Marty. I mean, it's pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie. Hey. I mean, forget about it, guys. I got 23 minutes left. 20 minutes left. Let me wrap this up. Then you guys can go outside. Yeah, you've already explained this several times. Why is he wigging out about the future? Get up there, Doc. I mean, what are you doing? I mean, you guys aren't doing what you're supposed to be doing. I don't care if the limb fell or not. Why are you running experiments below limbs that could potentially fall? You're a scientist. You can't. There's no other way to go around. I like clocks. I like the insides of clocks. I like gargoyles as well. So like putting those together, a clock and a gargoyle is like, for me, that's good. Now, how does he just have access to that building? Like, all right. Yeah, oh, it doesn't work that way, Marty. He has to pull it up. You don't just yell, go at a rope, and it doesn't climb. Just, Marty, get in a car. Ooh. That classic Christopher Lloyd face. Sliding over the car. Like that saves any time. I'd argue that it took more time to slide over the car. Doc, you just have to plug it in. I mean, why would you put the plug so high? Let's say that you did this experiment. You would put the plug that high with all that tension on that plug? Or would you put it at the bottom where there's the lowest amount of tension, a little sag in it? Would you have a plug like that? Or would you just have a regular suspended cable with no plug? Seems to me the plug is the weak point of the thing. Or would you take it like the electricians do, you wrap the plug and then you plug it in like that, like electricians do. You know what I'm saying? Or any construction worker does, or any person with half a brain does. Do you know what I mean? You wouldn't think of doing that. You're a scientist. You can make a flux capacitor. You can't. You don't have enough wire to go from end to end. It seems a little silly. Added risk. And my thing is, when let's say that the hook hits it, would it not just completely separate into two pieces? So as soon as it hit it, it would separate. Now, lightning is way faster than 88 miles an hour, so it's going to get its lightning. But like I said, why even take that risk? Seems like an unnecessary risk. to have a big plug like that. I mean, what would be the potential benefit of having a plug like that? Somebody tell me the benefit. What's the benefit? Comment below for the benefit. Hey, chill out. I like his squiggle shirt. It's got squiggles on it. If you look on his sleeves. I don't know if that would have been a thing back in the 50s, a squiggle shirt, but I'm gonna go with it. And you just got to duct tape together. Come on, Doc. So it's precisely at the time. And now he's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's 9 seconds late. So he ain't going back. He ain't going back. I'm sorry. You didn't think of that? Marty went under the branch. Oh my God. But wouldn't that work though? I mean, what does it need to be plugged into the other plug for? As long as this is connected, right? It would work. And there's no policeman on the street right now seeing a car 30 years in the future go really fast down the main boulevard. I mean, that doesn't make any sense. I hate this movie. I mean, I could really mess it up if I wanted to, but I don't want to. I don't want to, okay? It's like an old friend. So why is it starting to fire wheels already? I've been 88 miles an hour. That don't happen. And that lightning would be going a lot dang faster. Doc Brown would have been eviscerated. He would have been 9 seconds late. So here's what you would have. You'd have Doc Brown dead, and you'd have Marty McFly trying to resuscitate him unsuccessfully. And Marty McFly just, back in time. That's what you'd have. That's honestly what you'd have. He'd have to wait till he could get the plutonium. Who knows how long that would take. So let's say he misses 15 years of his life. They send him back in, 2000. I think you could probably get plutonium in the 70s. Hey. Now there's the ice. Remember the ice, because it doesn't happen again in the second movie. I'm not sure that it happened when he went into the barn. I wasn't paying attention. Is there any more Texacos? I mean, I haven't seen one in a long time. When's the last time you seen a Texaco? But come on, Marty. Why is he still acting, though, if he has the bulletproof vest on? Like, as soon as Marty came up, he should have been like, Marty, it's cool, I got the vest on. And that's not what happens when you get hit with a bulletproof vest. And from that, how close he was, I think those bullets would have probably went through after one or two at least. Because the bulletproof vest gets damaged as it gets hit. Especially if you have like those sappy plates in there. Oh, could ruin the space-time continuum. Oh. Yeah, he does go 30 years. Now, why would Doc go ahead in the future now? Doesn't he realize that it's a mistake and tampering with it's probably not a good idea? I mean, you're the scientist, right? And you just saw what happened. You lived through it. So now you're going to go ahead in the future again? And my question is, he went back and showed on the time machine. Why didn't he build it earlier? Now he knows how to build it. You know, so many things when you start getting a time travel, if you really think about it. But let's just enjoy the movie. Let's not get caught up in the interminglings of time travel. Let's just enjoy it for what it is. I mean, that's what it's all about, right, guys? Pepsi free, there it is. What's that? Caffeine free? Does it have sugar, or is it just caffeine free? Look, sleeping with his finger in his butt again. Nothing changes with this kid. Huey Lewis is still blaring. It'd be funny if he went back in time, find everything was all messed up just because of one little decision. Why are they all dressed like junior executives? Did you hit your head? Dad, you were right here. Wilma? No, my name's Mom. Will Mom again. Now, why would he still think the car is wrecked? Why is he having such a big issue coming terms with what's going on? You just were in the past. What? Now it's reversed. Now it's Virgin Biff, Chad McFly. He's such a good actor, man. He's so happy. Look how happy it is for this new book. He told you to put another coat on it, Biff. Oh, the different car. Now that's dope. I would take that truck in a second. I think that's cool looking. I think it's cool looking now, let alone what it looked like back then. I don't know about the lights on top. I don't need all that. I don't need all that jazz. But I'll take the Toyota. A little bit of lift on it, looks like, all shined up, nice and pearl black. I'll take that. A lot of jeans, a lot of jean jackets in this movie. A lot of denim. Oh yeah, bub. Everything's fine. Oh yeah. Well, that was quick. Miller Lite, we got a drink. Assholes or something? I was going to say a joke, but I decided against it. Just imagine in your head what it was. Because that's what it was. Now, okay. How do I feel about this effect? You ask yourself. It's pretty... Okay, well, that's it. Thomas F. Wilson, Biff Tannen. He's a good actor, man. He hadn't done anything else. He does actually a cool song online. He does like a Biff song. It's pretty cool. Check it out. So, overall impressions of the movie. Fun. Fun. Robert Zemeckis, you know what I mean? It's... You know that's what you're going to get. How would I rate it? Scale to 1 to 10. Well, I think I might have to give this my highest rating yet. The highest rating so far has been Empire Strikes Back. I gave it a 7.5. I think I'm giving this an 8. Yeah, there was goofy stuff, there was scientific stuff that you could screw around, but I mean, overall, was it an entertaining movie? Yeah. Was it hard to make fun of? Absolutely. I mean, most of the time I wasn't really even making fun of it so much as I was just commenting. Great movie, solid movie. There's nothing that you could really, like I said, what are you going to say bad about it? It's a classic. So, now that does change 2 is the best one, so I think that's going to be the hardest one because that's the one I know the most. I mean, obviously I know this one, but I know 2. I've watched 2 a million times. So I think that one might be a little tough for me. But 3, I mean, there's so much material in 3. 3 is not good, but 1 and 2 are. So I'm gonna have to give this. Well, you know what? I'm gonna take back my ranking. I'm gonna give it a 7.5 because I want to leave wiggle room because I think 2 is an 8, and I don't think 2 is an 8.5. So if I rank this an 8, I'm obliged to rank 2 an 8.5. So I'll say this is on par with Empire Strikes Back. This gets 7.5. I should have a running list. Maybe that's what I'll do too. I'll have to come up with a list. 7.5 for this. On par with Empire Strikes Back. And then 2 I know. I hate to spoil it for you guys, but it's probably going to be an 8. But anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you had fun. I didn't hardly drink at all during this. And we'll see you guys next time. Have a good one.